Cathedral of Child Jesus. Of course, we do have the stock market update. Surprisingly, we haven't had stock market update for the past 2 weeks or 3 weeks because Sherry has been on leave. Let me say that. But she's in studio this morning, of course, to just give us the numbers of how 2025 really ended, and exciting to know how we ended the year, market-wise, business-wise. We want to hear that from Sherry. Sherry, good morning.
Good morning, David. How are you?
I'm great. How's your leave? How's your vacation? People are taking flights as well.
My vacation was great. Thank you very much. It was a much-needed rest. But yeah, we've been good.
Indeed. Well, run us through the numbers on how we ended 2025.
Right, David. So looking at 2025 and how the year has generally been, to start with the LuSE All Share Index, the one that I usually report on, that did significantly well. We reached our 25,000 mark and crossed it. We are heading towards 26,000 because it closed at 25,919.83 points. Now, this LuSE All Share Index, as I explain it, I like to relate it to the body mass index that we look at when we probably go to the hospital. We look at your weight versus your height, and then they'll tell you whether you're overweight or underweight. And I always say I don't believe in that number because I'm always overweight, so it doesn't make sense to me. However, the LuSE All Share Index in this case looks at the prices of stocks on the market versus the shares in issue for those stocks that are listed. So as the points go up, it's a reflection of how the prices are also gaining. So when the points are moving up, it's a reflection of how the stock market is also appreciating in terms of its prices. And it's also a reflection of how whatever an investor had invested has significantly appreciated. So this number moved at the close of 2024. David, you'll be amazed to know that we were at 15,440 points, right? And at the close of December 2025, we're at 25,919 points, which is a massive growth of about 68%. Looking also further at the turnover for the year, as at close of 2026, we closed at 1.9 billion in terms of turnover. So this is the amount that was traded during the course of 2025, which was a significant growth of 250% in comparison to the previous year. Looking at participation also, we saw retail local participation of 23%, foreign institutional participation of 28%, local institutional participation of 43%, and local retail participation of 6%. Now, this is amazing, David, in the sense that we see the local retail participation coming on board. It means that what we've been pushing towards, which is financial inclusion, is finally catching on, and it's being reflected on the market. And we're looking forward to probably seeing that number double, especially in light of the application, the LuSE mobile application that we have introduced. We're hoping that a lot of people jump on board and begin to appreciate the value of investing on the stock market. Some of the notable price movements at the close of 2025 were in a company known as Dotcom Zambia. I'll be speaking to that shortly, of about 1.37 AECI with 9.87 kwacha, Airtel at a gain of 0.04, and CEC with a gain of 0.02. Now, I mentioned Dotcom Zambia. Another milestone for 2025 was the fact that we listed another company on the exchange, and this company is known as Dotcom Zambia. Now, what's really unique about this company is the fact that it didn't come on the main board. It came on the SME-tier, and it's the first ever company to come onto the SME-tier. Now, this is exciting for the market, and this is also very encouraging for the SMEs because it's showing other SMEs coming on board that there's different ways to actually raise your capital. You'll be amazed to know that Dotcom Zambia raised most of its capital through retail participation. So we're not talking big foreign investors. We're not talking the fancy institutional investors. We're talking about Zambians like you and me that assisted Dotcom Zambia raise about 14 million kwacha. So this is encouraging for the exchange and for the market, and this also shows investor appetite and investor sentiment that's being reflected on the market. So basically, that has been 2025 in a nutshell for the LuSE. It's been exciting. We've seen a new listing on the alternative market, what we're calling the alternative market, the SME. We've seen growth in the LuSE All Share Index. We've seen growth in the turnover, and we've also seen more retail investor participation. And my appeal hasn't changed even in the year 2026. We are looking forward to people jumping onto the app because this is an amazing place to be. One notable last thing that I noticed for Dotcom Zambia is that the stock started trading on the LuSE on the 17th of December. The opening price at that time was 12 kwacha 13 ngwe. Currently, the share, I think, closed at, as of last week, it closed at 21 kwacha. Now, look at the price movement within a period of 2 weeks. This should speak to what is happening on the market, the growth that is happening on the market, and how that investing in a regulated market is actually the way to go.
Indeed.
That's really it for me.
Interesting numbers, exciting. Well, Sherry, thank you so much for giving us those numbers. Happy New Year.
Thank you, David. Happy New Year too.
Hoping to save more this year.
I look forward to that.
All right, that's been the stock market update right here on the Millennium Kwacha Breakfast Show with Sherry. Stay tuned to Millennium TV because we're about to cross over to the live mass at the Cathedral of the Child Jesus. So bye for now.